Nothing like some great volatility to start our Thursday today. We see the market push up big time at market open after Nvidia beat earnings yesterday. And then we see some sell-offs today as the market corrects back down. Look at that. On APLD this morning, we were watching this 35% increase that it's had over the last 2 days. And then right here at market open, spiking to $27. And we said we were waiting for the entry. Guess what? Right now on this stream, right now, I'm looking to enter into a shorter term position here into APLD. I think we're now starting to see some opportunities as we get the push up and what could be here a retest down on this overall uptrend. So I really like the pullback. I think we're going to see potentially some more bounces here. So I'm just going to enter a small position here. We might allocate more if we see the opportunity, as we just got into APLD and we filled some more into our position there. So APLD in general, we've been up pretty consistently on the stock, and now we're seeing this retest back down to here. So what is a retest? A retest is why we didn't enter any short-term trades after the big recovery from the earnings yesterday. Because while you look at a company like APLD, or you could look at BITF, or you can look at Wolf stock, or even AMD, they were all up today because data centers or AI is growing faster, and Nvidia essentially created the momentum. They created the momentum, and so after that, we didn't want to gamble, because when you if you're ever searching for like shortcuts to make quick profits right away, and you're trying to get without giving, the market needs you to give. It needs you to give patience. It needs you to give. It needs to give you the. It needs you to provide persistence. It provides real. You have to provide values to the market in order to see values in return. And if you're going to just buy the hype right on a recovery, then that's oftentimes what you're going to see is people that are like going for just to get rich in a short amount of time. They're going to do things like gamble, right? They're going to, that's the habit, or endeavoring in these sharp bargains of, oh, let's take a look. It's skyrocketing. Get on before it's too late. And fear of missing out kicks in. In your portfolio, there's no such thing as overnight success. And so you're seeing this stop out here. You go down to $22. We just entered the position, refreshing some of our short term onto APLD stock. And now we're in it in this short term. Again, we just entered very small, about $1,200. We may allocate more throughout the day. But look at that. In just the last few minutes, we're up about $12. You see it start to find its bottom potentially here around this support around $22. That's what we're looking for. So now that we've been patient and we've examined and said, okay, let's see if it re-corrects back down, how that resistance holds. Now we're looking for that entry on APLD. It's a little frustrating if you're in it and you were just looking for the recovery and you bought this morning, for example, but we just wrapped up our daily live trading session and we said, let's wait a second. Everything's super green. Let's wait till the end of the day and see if we get some opportunities that present themselves. So that's what we see here today. And in stock meets, we had some good news. Johnny says, you see Big Bear AI has a new lease there that they were looking for. That's some indication. Lawrence came in, one of our members, looking at Voyager space, along with Ondas securing some deals. And then Mentum winning a U.S. Air Force contract worth $995 million. We like that company over there. And then earnings yesterday, we had some targets for Nvidia. We expect them to jump and continue up into that $235 range. And if you want some of these insights like this inside of StockMate, second link down below, and our daily live trading sessions are included there. So for APLD, when we're looking at some of the news as of recently, you got to watch their contracts because the news indicates more expenditure towards data centers. They've got about $15 billion under contract with data center builds, including $11 billion with CoreWeave, and their revenue is still holding around $64 million in revenue last quarter, which is up about 85% but still looking to see that increase over the next few quarters. The balance sheet is up to 2.4 billion. If you look at other comparable companies like, let's say, Iren or Wolf stock, maybe some of them have some more advantages around the market cap that they're at compared to where their revenue or their assets are at right now. But a lot of them don't have the deals in the pipeline that will most likely show up over the next 6 months to a year. And APLD has those deals. So while their market cap, their PE ratio, maybe not the most favorable, they're around 6.2 billion. They have, again, 2.4 billion in assets, and they've signed around $15 billion in deals over the last few months, which if they show up into the revenue on their income statement, things are going to change big time for APLD, and that $6 billion market cap will look very, very small. Now, as they're down here and we're looking for this dip buy that we just got in here, we're up about 1.2% as we've been patiently waiting. I said now is perfect time to go onto the video. We're looking for something like this. You see this recovery, you get this big pullback. Now we're starting to see what is $22 a share and kind of a continuation in their overall trend. If we see them continue up from here, margin for profits are looking about 50 to 75% if we see them get back to $40 a share. Let's get some quick analysis as well from our AI as well. So we'll log in here to the machine and let's take a look at the projections for APLD. APLD stock, we just refreshed Claude, so why don't I go ahead and do Claude, because we actually ran out of credits because we had so many investors using our software. I just looked outside, guys. There's some beautiful lightning here in Buenos Aires. So nice. Comment down below what your favorite weather is. We love the rain, or I love the rain. Tammy, what do you like? I love the rain, and I love some days that are not that hot. Tammy likes the rain and sunny days that are not that hot. I like when it's not raining, but it's like cool and cloudy, because those are the best days for like doing sports outside and not getting tired. Like when I was younger and I used to play sports all the time, when those days came along, I'm like, I felt like super powered, because you don't overheat, but you're not so cold that you're uncomfortable. That's the best. The ingredients for our chef. Awesome, sounds great. So here in Buenos Aires, one thing that we do have is we have a chef. We have somebody that does like some of the tasks like laundry and like some of the things like she comes and cleans and all that good stuff. She's great. What's her name again? Suni? Epic. Shout out to Suni. All right, there we go. After 15 seconds or 20 seconds, we get the analysis here on Claude. According to Claude analysis, paired with all of the SEC data and proprietary data integration that we've put into the model, it's looking bullish. Over the next year, they're anticipating APLD to reach over 35% gain, up to $30 a share. If you look here and we pull that and let's run it through Rigetti quantum analysis as well, looks like the most confident time frame for APLD is over the next day, which is anticipating a jump back up into this $23.75 range, which would be a recovery throughout the day. Hey, look at that. We just got in a few minutes ago, and it's anticipating this jump back up into $23, which in this very short, small trade that we just got into, we'd be looking at, we're already up about 2%, but we're looking for what would be a 5 to 10%, 5% margin for profit on that. So we'd make about somewhere around $50 or $100. But we're going to add to this position more. We already have long-term positions over in our Schwab portfolio. And hopefully it's helpful for you guys to kind of see when we get into a position like this. A lot of times how we'll manage it is we'll have our margin for profit. This is a small position, as I mentioned. So it's like you see $30 up. It's like not a big position. But if you look at how we do it, we have the so let's say we're going for that 23.50. You'd be looking green up here, and then our stop loss would be about excuse me, yeah, 1% down from where we entered. So we entered at 22.14. So 1% of that would be about, give or take, 22 cents from there. So you're looking at about 21.92 would be that stop loss. And then essentially we're, kind of hanging out here in between the zone here, right here. And we're watching to see this recovery throughout the rest of the day. So it's kind of how it looks. Again, we just got in right here, kind of looking for this recovery up into this $23.50 range. We'll be watching throughout the day here on APLD. If you want to stay up to date on data center stocks, companies in the market of AI, then I would encourage you, go ahead, join the first access list down below. It's free to get on the first access list for our AI tools. And then also on top of that, get onto our daily live trading if you would like to. It's the second link down below for StockMate. One thing we just added was this support and resistance. Pretty cool. We can actually see that the nearest support was at 21.76. Nearest resistance now is going to be, let's see, about $25.61. So again, we're now targeting some more bullish momentum here into these levels. So near support and resistance according to AI to watch. Last thing, if you didn't get it and you didn't see it for this, is notice that you got Nvidia buying shares. Nvidia recently bought shares of APLD. So you got BlackRock and some others, State Street, Goldman Sachs, investing in the company. I think it's just a matter of time before some of these deals with CoreWeave and others and their partnerships with Nvidia turn into more revenue for the company as they're building the data centers. So we'll be watching closely. Again, if you want things like this, you can always join the first access list. It's currently closed, but we're going to be opening out as we filled all of our beta spots. But we will be reopening at some point. You can get on that first access list down below for the machine here. Appreciate you all. Hopefully I earned your thumbs up. Hit the like button if I did. Let me know what you're watching here in today's market, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.